This video is brought to you by CatBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
The best 21-year-old heavyweight since Mike Tyson, who was the best 21-year-old heavyweight since George Foreman, who was the best 21-year-old heavyweight since Cassius Clay.
In boxing, fans find it easy to relate to the Golden Era, a time when the best fought the best, heavyweights clashed and collided, and the division as a whole stood rich in talent and character.
Go back and tell the man to be ready for a dance. Dance!
You could argue that night 4 years ago in Dusseldorf saw our very own heavyweight resurgence. The night when a man who had held the division hostage for over 10 years finally fell from grace. And now with variety, youth, and a new lease of life, we see the division going from strength to strength.
Back, and we are actually already in phase one of a golden era of heavyweights.
A mixing pot involving the most dangerous, the most agile, and the most relentless. All of which capable as part of the territory of ending the fight on a single punch. We shine a light on two names that, over the coming 12 months, will be scrutinized like never before. We look at Usyk, the undisputed cruiserweight icon who makes his heavyweight debut on October 12th. And Dubois, arguably the division's hottest young prospect, continuing to steamroll his way through the ranks.
Massive right hand, and it is all over.
Likewise, we take time out to acknowledge that the Golden Era, the one that boxing fans have long awaited, may have crept up on us much sooner than we had ever imagined.
The top, who are not only excellent, but are fan-friendly and charismatic and make dramatic fights. But that's what we have right now in heavyweight boxing.
Please click thumbs up, subscribe, and press the bell button to be notified of our latest videos, as we break down two of the heavyweight division's most serious threats. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation. This video is sponsored by CatBeast, an online store where you can create custom embroidered hats at the click of a button. Press the link in the description below and create your custom snapback today. First up, we introduce a man who, depending on how well he adapts to the size and power difference, could become the division's most problematic new arrival.
Bringing Usyk to heavyweights will bring some new spirit to heavyweight division, and he definitely needs to fight Anthony Joshua.
Clearing out the cruiserweight division in just 16 fights, Usyk's movement and all-around ability has captivated the boxing world. Last year, the Ukrainian cruised past two unbeaten high-profile power punchers, Bradis and Garcia.
Oleksandr Usyk flowing as freely as mercury.
Before knocking out Tony Bellew in Manchester at the end of the year.
What the plan will be for him, I don't know. But any of the big heavyweights have to be very, very careful.
Since then, with his eyes on the sport's ultimate prize, he has called out all the biggest heavyweight names.
And of course, I named the three best heavyweights today in the division. And if you want to be the best, you have to fight with the best one.
The ultimate question, size.
I don't know, man. He's a small dude, man. I mean, you know, what he gonna? How much? It depends on how much weight he's gonna go. Honestly, it depends on how much weight he's gonna go up. You know, 205. How much weight he's gonna go up and put on.
Notable cruiserweights that have moved up and become champions, such as Holyfield and Hay, both stood at 6'3", the same as Usyk. However, against today's assortment of giants, the playing field looks as treacherous as ever.
The only thing that's going to hold him back is his size. He's not going to be able to impose himself even after 7 or 8 rounds into the 9th round.
If I had the opportunity to fight someone like Usyk, I'd love to, because I like to test myself against the best in the world, and I think he brings a lot to the table in terms of skill.
You know what? I'm just saying, if you're going to fight this man here, you've got to make sure you're on top game, because this boy now, if he gets experience and he keeps winning, I think he'll be a force to be reckoned with.
Size-wise, the Ukrainian stands almost identical to Dillian White, with the same reach and conceding just an inch in height. So coming in for his heavyweight debut against unbeaten Florida fighter Tyrone Spong will be the ultimate acid test.
Life's hard, but you can't stop. Blood, sweat, and tears, I done gave every drop. Tomorrow's in promise, we all on the clock. No keys to success, then you gotta break the locks. Gotta be the jack.
Skill-wise, he has all the tools, the movement, the hand speed, and the ring IQ to cause all manner of problems, though how well his power, chin, and stamina can hold up at the higher weight will be the true deciding factor.
He's a fantastic boxer, you know, and I think he'll do well in the heavyweight division, but I just think when it comes to the real big boys in the division, he will struggle.
Where only Fury could match him for movement, the Brit was only hit by 17% of Wilder's punches. So the question remains, could Wilder, Joshua, and the other power punchers even catch the Ukrainian? Contrastingly, 10 years younger, the division's hottest young prospect looks to make an equally devastating impact. Just 22 years of age, with the world at his feet, Daniel Dynamite Dubois.
Great shot, right-handed was. He walked straight onto it.
A 75-fight amateur who spent a year and a half representing England at international level. First becoming recognized mainly amongst British boxing fans after rumors circulated that he knocked out Joshua in sparring.
Well, having sparred him before.
Yeah.
There were stories of you dropping him in sparring.
It was good sparring, you know. What more can I say?
Though after turning professional age 19, the Brit has steamrollered his way through the ranks, fighting 11 times in his first 2 years.
Well, caught by the left hand, and he's in trouble and gone down. That's the right hand, first big punch that connects, and I think that's over.
Now, unbeaten, with just one man hearing the final bell, Dubois awaits bigger challenges.
I'm more than confident in my ability and what I possess, and when the time's right, we'll get on with all the big names.
And after he convincingly beat Nathan Gorman a few months ago, he looks as ready as ever.
Oh, big right hand from Dubois, and he's down for the first time.
Dubois stands at 6 feet and 5 inches and enters the ring around 240 pounds. And whilst his footwork and agility pales in comparison to the Ukrainian, his bone-crunching power and solid fundamentals certainly managed to catch the eye.
He looks as though he is poised now. He's really starting to land big shots, and the ref stopped it. He stopped it.
With time on his side, he still has a few years to prepare for the division's biggest fights. And after recently calling out rival Brit Joe Joyce, the big fights could come sooner than we thought.
Joyce coming our way.
What's he saying about me?
Well, Joe, he thinks he knows how to beat you.
Also, as a breath of fresh air, in the increasingly brash and outspoken division, Dubois rarely has a bad word to say. He remains polite, respectful, and prefers to keep himself to himself.
You know, we'll just have to wait and see. This is the big boys, it's top division, so any man can go, and whoever wants it the most will win it.
Something that could work for him or against him as the bigger fights beckon. Though as we see both men continuing to leave their own imprint on the sport, in the coming year or two, we can expect a total heavyweight shakeup. With Joshua set to rematch Ruiz, Wilder to face Ortiz, and Fury having just beaten Waller.
Good right hand in there from Fury.
Though now as the top names are finally being drawn together, we are left with a win-win situation. As, should they refuse, the new influx of heavyweights looks set to do just as much damage. The one thing is for certain. With the caliber, the controversy, and the vibrance which now bubbles through the division, the history books will look back kindly on today's generation of heavyweights. Two silent assassins, slick, sharp, and disciplined, powerful, accurate, and hungry. The dinner dishes need doing, and the fight is on. She opens with a jab, "I made supper, you can clean it up." He counters with a, "I've been on my feet for 10 hours, and attempts to dodge with, "Can't it wait?" She fires back with a hard no and a roundhouse, "I thought you said you loved me." He steps in, attempting a hug with a textbook, "Honey, you know I do." She attempts to break the clinch and shoves him backwards. Where did that cat come from? They're both down. 10, 9, 8. There's some giggling coming from both parties, but no attempt to stand from either one. I'm fairly sure the referee distinctly said to keep things above the belt. Well, we're going to call it there. Whether or not the dishes actually get done, we like to keep it clean in a Motividia presentation.